All right, I'm going to start with the video to show you all general setup and how to get onto the server and sort of lifespan of an appraisal order. So Tabitha will be sending out documentation to show you exactly how to do the particular settings, but I wanted to show you kind of in real life. Now I'm on an Apple here. Your machine may look a little bit different if you're on a Windows machine, but basically this is my local machine. I've got 3 monitors, all are widescreen monitors. I've got 2 additional monitors I don't have hooked up right now. If you're on a Windows machine, you'll be able to hook up 5 monitors, no problem. I recommend at least 3. And if you're going to buy a new monitor, get a widescreen monitor no matter what size it is. This one over here is a 27-inch widescreen. This, I think, is a 22-inch widescreen, and that one's a 24-inch widescreen. The reason widescreen is it'll give you better ability to use the to lay out all your comparables particularly, and it just gives you more real estate. Anyways, to launch onto there, you're going to have an icon. It's going to look a little different than this, but when you hover over it and once you get it loaded, again, Tabitha will send you instructions. It'll say Microsoft Remote Desktop. So you're going to be connecting to the remote desktop. So you click on that and it launches you to the desktop. Again, it'll have a similar window to this. You'll click in that and it'll begin to launch onto our desktop. It'll come up with a screen asking you to verify a few things, and again, all your settings will be saved so that you'll only have to just click through these icons. Now from this point on, this will look exactly like yours, with the exception that I may have more icons on my desktop than you. But one of the things too that we recommend, and let me minimize some of these windows for a second so you can see my desktop itself. But it'll bring all your monitors over for you. It'll bring all your printer settings over for you, so you'll be able to print to that printer that's sitting right next to you, or whatever printers you normally print to. So you'll have a basic desktop like this. We recommend you set it up, and you might want to personalize it so that you know that you're on your desktop, and just pick a different theme or picture and set that up so that you know that you're on your desktop. So there, I've just changed my theme by right-clicking somewhere in the middle of the window and personalizing it. So all 3 of my screens, and if you can see my mouse here, right here in the middle of the screen, I'm kind of right above that pyramid. It follows me all the way over to this screen, so now I'm over here, and follows me over to here. So again, for those of you that don't have multiple monitors, this is the benefit, and you'll have multiple things up. So now I can open up my mail over on this one, my WinTotal program on this one, and then I like to keep my internet open over on this one. Launching into WinTotal was just simply clicking on this icon on my desktop. I'm not going to do it for you today. We're having a little bit of latency with the server, and I don't want us to get hung up. Now, let's talk about the life cycle of an appraisal. So when an order comes in, someone in the front office will receive that order. They will assign it to you. It'll get put into our tracking system, and you'll receive 2 emails. Sorry, I know I hate these appraisal management companies that send us multiple emails. This is actually a tracking system designed for appraisal management companies, hence the multiple emails. Just, you'll get used to it. They are both basically say the same thing. One basically says that you are the person in our organization that is assigned to this, and then you are the appraiser that's assigned to this. In our situation, since we're not appraisal management companies, those are one and the same. So it comes over, and again, remember our numbering system, there's an additional 0 here, but this provider would not allow us to alter their numbering system. So this file technically is 15005000411. So basically the year, the month, and then the sequential job number. So we're at job number 411 as of the time this one came in. Gives you the address, tells you who it's assigned to, who the client is, and any other information about it. You'll receive a 3rd email, which will come directly from the office. So that'll come from Barbara, Dawn, Charmaine, or Tabitha, and it'll have the actual order in it. And you'll have the information on, how to contact everyone, and so on. Then it's up to you as to how you set up your folder. I typically will print this information out. I'll print the order out. I'll set up a folder, and then I'll start my research. Now, when you come over here into WinTotal, you'll see I'm in the order manager here in WinTotal, and I'm in progress. So over here, these folders, there's some review folders. So if it's a point where you need me to review a file, you're going to move it into this review folder. And then the in progress folder shows all the jobs that we currently have in progress. I'll go to that in a minute. Templates. You're able to pull up your templates, and we have them in here by last name A to L, M, since there's so many M's, and then last name N to Z. So you'll be able to find your templates. In this case, my templates are right here, DS Murphy, or DSM, and it'll bring up all my templates here in just a second. If you don't use templates, I highly recommend it, and you're more than welcome to go in and grab templates from anybody else and copy them to your system and set them up. If you need more help on templates, let me know. But here's all the templates I have set up. I've got a land template, a GP, single family, a GP condo, etc. So I've got all these templates so that I've got most of the common stuff already loaded into these. I'm ready to move on. So going back to in progress, this is going to show all the files that are currently open right now. So now what I want to do is go look for that job that was just assigned to me, 100450 Stanton Street. And when this thing loads, again, it'll normally run quicker than this. This is due to that new update that we just got that's slowing our system down. While that's loading, let me show you one other thing. When you complete a job, say this was the job that you completed, you will actually go up here to move, and then you will move it into one of these archive folders down over here. You see we have them broken down by month and year. So right now we are in May. So if the job originated in May, you will move it into this archive folder. And this again is what you do when you complete the job. So I'm trying to show you the job flow, and I've already jumped to the very end. So I'm sorry to jump around a little bit, but I'm waiting for my computer to load. So the very last step will be moving the job out of the in progress folder, because it's no longer in progress, right? And moving it down here to the archive folder, which is basically saying it's all done, it's billed, you've submitted it to the client, you're moving on to the next job. The in progress folder is taking a long time to load. Let me show you one other thing. You can always jump, by the way, you can always go right down here, right next to the time. See where my mouse is? I'm to the very right side of the time and date, and click there. That jumps you back to your desktop. So now I'm back on my desktop. What we have is an order manager program right here called ValueLink. And I don't know whether I created that icon or that's the icon we're using, but you'll find ValueLink on your desktop. Open it up. And this is where you will actually be able to track your job. So let me, it automatically signed me in. Let me sign back out. So this is what it looks like here. And by the way, if you didn't know this too, when you're in Outlook, you can actually grab a window and move it to a different screen. So I've still got Outlook. I'm sorry, I still have Explorer going over here, but now I have a window over here. Here's what happened. Here's the login screen that you get to on ValueLink, and it'll be your initial and then your password. You'll get that from Tabitha, and you will log in. This will tell you that I, as an appraiser, have 4 jobs working right now, and if I clicked on that, you'd be able to see the 4 jobs I have in progress. So here's the one we're talking about on Stanton Street. So at any time I can go in here, click on this, and update the status. I can change the status to, being inspected or being written up or on hold, or at the very end, you want to update the status to completed right there, and that will be the trigger that gets you paid. So I'm not going to do that right now, but that's what you would do. Let's go back to WinTotal and see if this thing is loaded or not yet. So basically what we're doing is we're going to be looking for this job in WinTotal. We're going to open it, and then we are going to merge it, either merge it with an old file that you've done, if that's the way you work, if you just merge it with a job that you've already done, or merge it with a template. That will open up the job, and then you can start to work on it.